Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're new. My name is Beth. Today I am in my mom's kitchen, and I'm here with Serena and my mom, and we are working on a project, and we wanted to bring you along and do this together with you guys. So let's get to it. So the project we're working on today has to do with family recipes. We are a homeschool family, and our oldest daughter, Olivia, graduated in the spring from homeschool high school. Well, part of her senior year project was to gather recipes from family members that she wanted specifically from those family members. And so my mom offered to help her set up a recipe binder, and she has the best way to organize recipes. So today that's what we're going to work on with you. And let me just show you. I'm sure some of you can relate. Above my stove, you know, the two little cabinets that you open, a lot of times there's like a double cabinet up there, like this up here. Up above the microwave, that looks just like at my house. Anyway, when you open mine, I'm sure this is not the way at my mom's house. She's so organized in a good way. So when you open up my house, it's just not organized at all. So I'm looking forward to this project to improve my own organization of my own recipes. Now let me introduce you to my mom and show you this amazing recipe binder. Hello. This is my mom, Jean, and this is the recipe binder.
And this started with me a number of years ago when my cookbook cabinet grew to be so massive that I could no longer control it, and I found that I was only using one or two recipes out of each book. So I eliminated almost all of my recipe books, and I either photocopied or hand copied the recipes and put them into a binder with tabs for all the different categories of food.
So let's take a closer look. So here's my mom's recipe binder. So when you open it up over here, what are we calling this section? Just the inside front cover?
Inside front cover, kind of the holding tank for recipes that I have not yet tried. When I download them or print them off the computer, I put them in this folder until I've tried them. Then they either go away to the wastebasket or they go into the book.
Okay, well, I'm coming over and we're gonna make bang bang shrimp pasta, and we'll vote on it.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so that's a really, really nice. This is good. I like that a lot. Okay, then coming on over this way, it's really just like a very personalized cookbook. So we've got our categories, and you can customize the categories however you want in your own book. And we'll kind of get into this in a moment. Are you excited, Serena?
I'm really excited.
Yes, it's not just homeschool, it's real life and goodness.
Yeah.
Real life and goodness.
And a dash of gratitude.
And a dash of gratitude. So here are the supplies we're working with today. We've got binders that we're gonna fill. We've got two different size binders. Then next we have these tab divider pages. And then we have the label maker that we're gonna make the customized tab labels. Then we have sheet protectors that are gonna safeguard our recipes from life in general, but also, you know, when you're cooking, you don't want them to get splattered with any food or anything like that. So hopefully our finished product will look like this.
And I'll show you how. First, you don't type it like this, you do one finger at a time. Appetizers. APPETIZERS. It'll ask you how many, and you want to do 2. Beth, you and I can begin now that we've got our tabs. And we have all 16 of them. We can begin to put some of your recipes into sleeves and start putting your maybes into the front folder.
You don't have to use a label maker for this project. You can also handwrite onto the little slips of paper that come with the page dividers. That's a great way to do this as well. To prepare for this project, my mom did all the shopping and gathered all the supplies that we needed for the day. And she did her shopping at Walmart. So if you would like to see the exact items that she picked out from the store, stay tuned to the end and I'll show you footage from her trip. Sorting through all of the recipes that I brought along with me that day was a little bit overwhelming. I have a lot of recipes. As I'm sure anyone who cooks, you've got a lot of recipes collected. So, you know, I ended up having to take this project home with me, and, you know, it will continue to be a work in progress. But here's just, you know, a little bit of us sorting through all the stuff. It's been a few weeks since we recorded that last segment in my mom's kitchen. Today I'm in my kitchen, and let me think, I don't remember the exact date of when we started this project, but it was a couple of weeks before, I think it was the very beginning of December, and today is January the 21st. So I just wanted to say, I was reviewing the other footage, and then I set my camera up and I turned it on and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, look at my hair. It looks so different than it did in the other video, and I just have to mention it because it's obvious. Last year in April, I decided to start growing my natural hair color out. And so I haven't colored my hair since. I've just been getting it cut. And for the longest time, it felt like it wasn't really growing, but I'm looking at it now and obviously it's growing. It's growing out. It looks so pretty. I am loving it, y'all. Loving it. So anyway, here we are. All right, so let's get back to this recipe binder. The reason it has taken so long to put this together is we, you know, started it in December, and then the holidays came and we were all just so busy. I mean, everybody knows the holiday season is busy. So anyway, I said, you know what? I'm gonna table it until January. It'll be a nice project to get back into. It'll, you know, it's kind of in the line of organizing, and so that's what we're doing. Getting into it today. One of the reasons I'm so excited about having this recipe binder is that I believe it's gonna help with meal planning, with organizing and streamlining it, because the only recipes that should go into this binder are the ones that are tried, true, delicious, and that you love to cook, that your family is gonna eat, and all of that. So if you're kind of stuck or in a rut, you can flip through, pick out something you know it's going to be good if it came from the binder. In the past, whenever I have meal planned, the days run so much more smoothly, whether I just meal plan for that day, maybe over a weekend, or even for a whole week. If there's a plan, things just work better when there's a plan. And y'all know I like my list, so I do believe that it is important to keep a physical copy of your recipes. While it's really nice to be able to organize online, like Pinterest boards, or maybe keeping up, you know, Google Document or something like that, I think that's great. It's got its place. And I have some really great recipes saved on Pinterest as well. But if I love them, I print them off and I make sure that I have a paper copy, because you never know. Another reason that I really love this recipe binder is it's a great way to keep handwritten recipes. There's something about, let me show you. Okay, so this has been part of my recipe organization to begin with. A recipe box, which is great. I really enjoy it, it's great. But I wanted to share with you, as I was going through there and looking for a different recipe, I came across these folded up papers. They were together, and I was like, what is this recipe? It's vegetable barley soup, okay? It's just like a photocopied recipe. It probably came out of a magazine or, oh no, a guidepost. It came out of the guidepost, March 2008. Well, then I opened up this little slip of paper and it got me, y'all. It got me right in the feels. It's a handwritten letter from my grandmother, and I guess she had probably mentioned this soup to me, and I said, oh, that sounds really good, and she mailed me a copy. We lived, she's no longer with us. She has since passed, but we lived pretty close to each other, just right up the road, and she mailed me a copy with this little handwritten letter, and it just sounds like her. Like, obviously she wrote it, but I can hear her reading this, and it's just a sweet little note she attached. I'm gonna keep these together in my recipe binder. So, you know, with that, food is so important to people, to humans. We all have that culinary history, you know, where you started. What was your first thing you started cooking? What was the first meal you cooked? You know, and how far have you come? And you collect these recipes. Well, I just love that you can keep them all in this one place. I love that. Whether it's handwritten, printed off the computer, however it gets there, I think it's important to keep it together. So let me show you my binder. And here is my binder. I still need to add some art to the front cover. The next thing I'm gonna make is this baked oatmeal. I have never made that before. It sounds really delicious. And so I'm looking forward to making that. And then this is just a little slip of paper I found, and I put it in here to actually add to my brunch section because this was such a good brunch menu. We hosted one day, and every single thing, this was perfect. So this is gonna be like my go-to menu plan for serving brunch. And I just wanted to go through and show you the categories that I went with. So I've got appetizers, salads, entrees, crock pot, casseroles, sides and desserts, and then a section for brunch. Continuing on, we have sauces, soups, breads, drinks, grilling recipes, foreign food recipes, canning, and then a section for the Instant Pot. You know what I thought about is, see how each one of these dividers has a pocket? I thought about putting in the recipes, instead of just using the inside front cover, use this kind of as the same type of thing to like hold, you know, like if I'm gonna go make brunch, oh, I have a new recipe that I haven't tried yet. Let's try this one, and then if it's good, we'll add it in, and if it's not, we won't. I don't know, we'll see. I might not use these at all, but I thought that could be a good way to use. Well, those are the categories that I have in my recipe binder, and if you choose to put together your own, you can pick your own categories, make it totally customizable to you. There's countless, endless ways that you could organize your recipes. So just think about what works best for you, what makes most sense for your kitchen, and go that direction. It's your kitchen, your rules. You will find the supplies you need for this project in the office supplies section of wherever you're shopping. Walmart, Target, maybe your grocery store. You could even shop on Amazon. So you'll need a binder of some kind. I went with a 3-inch binder. Serena went with a 2-inch binder. You'll also need sheet protectors and dividers. I hope this video has been helpful for you today, and I would like to give a special shout out to my mom and thank her for being a part of this project, helping to pull it all together, and also for being present in the video. That was super fun working together. I do have upcoming videos on budget meal planning and grocery shopping, so please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out. Thank you for adding a dash of gratitude to your day, and I'll see you on the next video.